Fortunately, we're in the middle of a podcast civil war between the shit's going down.
Bros.
There's some crazy shit going down in the true crime community. I'll tell you that.
True crime.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the epicenter. I don't want to dip my tender paw into it. But
Wait. There's people beefing on true crime podcast.
There's just some shit that
weren't there mergers last week?
Murders.
Like, didn't somebody get purchased for like $230 million? Right?
Nah, I don't know about nothing about that.
Okay.
Somebody in the true crime community posted an Instagram on International Women's Day that had this like crazy kind of just white text on black meme like that was just sort of like what I don't want to editorialize any of it. I just want to be objective and say like somebody posted like it was just such a strange thing to post, particularly at International Women's Day. And then there were people they're luminaries, our friends among them, like going like, hey, this podcast network, like, is this really? Are you proud of this? And then the person in particular got shit canned. So it's just the age old now within the true crime community, the same schism that's everywhere all the time, which is on one side you got what the fuck, dude? It's called freedom of speech. It's called due process, all that stuff. And on the other side, you have what the fuck? It's called empathy. What the fuck is happening? And never the twain shall meet, and everyone shall be unhappy and angry and interesting. But it's
where would I go to find this all play out? Anywhere?
I don't know.
You can't say it because you don't want to be.
You could probably Google True Crime Podcast International Women's Day and probably find something.
Well, Well, here's the thing. I think that my point is that I don't want to get involved as far as like, but that doesn't mean it's the guy, the sword and scale guy, the Mike Bidet.
Reserve, don't clap. Reserve it.
So like if you want to go look at what I'm talking about, I'm not like, oh, I don't want you to know about it. I'm like, I don't want to stir anything. Right. I don't want my presence to affect anything
other than people to watch Locked or Love It Up.
I want everyone to watch that. So we'll talk to people
what if shit got so wild between rival true crime podcast that somebody killed somebody else in a true crime podcast?
It's absolutely going to happen. There's
That's the Harmontown guarantee.
There's as many true crime podcasts as there are people.
So somebody's going to get whacked.
So
and it's going to be
soon. Yeah.
It's last podcast on the left, I think.
Last podcast on the left,
or whatever the fuck it's called.
Is it next week now that our English friends will be here?
I think.
I believe
Speaking
so.
of which,
That's
I'm sorry.
Steve says yes.
I've miscued that before, but yeah. Okay, so next week, Cerruti and Hannah from the Red Handed podcast are going to be here. I'm actually a little nervous because I'm starstruck and I want to do a good job, but so I'll be sober and we'll talk about we'll just talk about true crime. I've got a couple cases that I don't hear anybody covering enough.
The case of the smashed garage.
Yeah.
The case of the drunken
tree
door
in the
dialer.
Backyard.
The case of the dying tree.
So next week, those ladies will be here, and until then, keep your hair on a dish, and keep your spoons from the help.
You want to try one last go at the song? You want to close it out with one last try? But let's do the other one, the fun one, the more
okay.
Yeah, the more poppy one.
Okay.
And Dan, like you take it. I want you to make it about what you feel like the audience walks away from this show with.
Okay. Thank you for joining us here at the Harmontown podcast.
Are we ever going to plead D&D again?
Cliffhanger! Zach, put a beat on. I'm not plugged in. Thank you all for coming tonight. Let's give it up for the return of Spencer Crittenden, everybody.
Yeah!
And the answer is yes, Spencer. We're going to play D&D soon. I miss it.
That's what you said last time.
How about Brandon Johnson?
Thanks for having me, guys.
Mic drop.
How about the mic technique of your mayor, Dan Harmon? Zach McKeever's got the beats on. I'm your comptroller, Jeff Davis. Drive fast, take chances. We love you all. We'll see you soon.